What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Fighting Fire with Fire, the AJ Rose Show. It is Wednesday, September 29th, 2010. We got major sports headlines to get to. Let's go. So, first is a quick reaction to Monday night's game between the Packers and Bears. I think if that game was played 10 times, the Packers would win 9, and the Bears happened to catch the Packers on the one night when they could beat them. The Packers shot themselves in the foot with over 100 yards of penalties and a really ill-timed fumble. And I think that the Packers are still the better team, which is weird because usually if there's a head-to-head matchup and the Bears win, then the Bears are the better team. But I still think that even though those two teams are in the same division, I think the Packers are still going to win that division. Our next headline has to do with the Atlanta Braves, who, by sweeping the Florida Marlins over the last couple of days, have inched closer and closer to clinching the NL wildcard spot. And in Bobby Cox's last year as manager of the Braves and as a manager in baseball, I think it's a great way to go out for them to clinch their first playoff berth since 2005. The Braves, that means, are taking a wildcard spot away from one of the teams that doesn't win the NL West division. The NL West being the San Diego Padres, Giants, and Rockies duking it out. That means that only one of those teams is going to get into the playoffs. So it's going to be very exciting to watch the last few games of the season and see how that all turns out. Our next headline has to do with Ray Rice, one of the top fantasy running backs, if that matters to any of you guys. Fantasy. And he has a bruised knee, which he got procured in the fourth quarter of the Ravens' 24-17 win over the Browns. And Willis McGahee, who's a very competent backup. In fact, he's hardly even a backup. They really share carries. He flashed to the media, I know you guys are looking at me today, because he knows that Ray Rice is hurt. And so he's going to play a crucial role because the Ravens play the undefeated best team in the NFL, the Steelers, this weekend. I'm very, very excited for that game. Our last headline before we go, I'm going to say a tiny little tidbit about Donovan Mcnabb and how when he goes back to Philadelphia for the first time since he's traded this Sunday, he anticipates cheers. Now, McNabb did great things for that city, but he never got them that ring. And because the Philly fans don't have a ring to celebrate with, I think it'll be mixed reactions, boos and cheers. But you know what? Donovan will just have to live with that. He's wearing a different uniform. What do you expect? Thank you for watching Fighting Fire with Fire. My name is AJ Rose. We'll see you tomorrow. And later in the week, I believe we may have our first guest on the AJ Rose Show, so get excited. I am out.